On the macrocosm, we are born from mom alone and we die alone. We don't do anything with anybody else when it comes to, even twins are born alone. And even twins die alone. Even if you're in a plane full of people, when your life goes, when the plane goes down, you die alone, separately. Your life extinguishing out separately from everybody else. It's almost an unmitigated fact that we are born alone and we die alone. And in the space between birth and death, we live what we call our life. Might be one breath. It might be several million breaths. We learn along the way. We make choices. We're observing. We're experiencing. We're testing. We're embracing. We're refusing and rejecting and maturing. We reduce life down in segments of years. Sometimes we refer to our life through decades, like in my 20s, in my 30s, in my 40s, and so on. Some by periods of time rather than the decade. My teens, adulthood, as a senior citizen. Some spans of time we note by our birthdays, when I was 10 years old, when I was 14 years old. And some by the rights that come to us through certain ages. I can now drive a car. I can vote. I can drink alcohol. I can start to collect Social Security. Events also mark the span of the life that we have. But if we look closely, we can see that the human existence is a continual on the grand scope down to the daily scope. It's a continual renewal of the birth-death experience. And it occurs far more frequently than just over the course of decades. We have seasons that change for us, producing for us life and death. We have winter, we have spring, summer, and then fall again, entering back into the death of winter, providing environments for life and living, for death and dying. Have you ever noticed that our everyday is both reflected in birth and death every day of our life? With our waking up like babes in the morning, we're warm and we're coddled in our bed and we are tired and sleepy. And then we get up and we become alive and we take on the day before us. Just like the maturation of a baby being born to a person dying in a single day. We wake up and come into the light and we live our life in that one day and then we die in the darkness. It's repeated for us day after day as long as we have life. And as the day continues, we grow more tired and fatigued. And at the end of the day, we lay ourselves down in the dark to take our rest. Every single day of our life is met with the rising of a sun and the setting of the sun. That every sunrise is an opportunity for a new approach. Every one, a changing of our minds every day. We think we only have one chance at life. We have 365 chances in a given year to wake up to a new life, to live that life out through the day, and to lay ourselves down in that new life if we choose. And every night we get to look back on the life that we lived that day and the thoughts and the things we said that day, like we will do on our deathbeds if we have the opportunity to do that. Except each day provides us with a chance to change where the deathbed does not. That is the end of it, right? In the face of all that imagery that I have just talked about, I want you to reconsider the man-made idea that Jesus is coming back to destroy this world with a great and grand judgment day, and realize that God has built into the very environment in which humans live, in the very construction of the cosmos, that every day for man, for human beings, for women, is Judgment Day.